definitely want to get some birds in today. Gotta play the bird. Alright, we got a classic bird. Bird's opening, f4. Knight f3, alright. Yeah, some people have been asking me about this. Do not play h4 here. If you are going to go for the bird bozo, it has to be after g6 immediately. You're not, especially now, h4 is not going to go well because our opponent has already drilled into these two squares with this knight. Alright, here we'll play c4. Bishop g7, knight c3. d5 leads to a really weird turbo Grunfeld. Alright, e4, c5. We don't want to play e5 too soon. I got wrecked by that the other day, so yeah, we got to stay patient. Got to stay patient, got to stay humble. Play bishop e2 castle. Nothing to worry about here. I'm waiting for him to develop this bishop somewhere. I don't want to run into bishop e3, knight g4. Yeah, let's play... I'm honestly going to have to double check what I'm supposed to do here, because the thing here is bishop e3, knight g4 looks a little uncomfortable, but if I play h3, knight h5... I guess h3, knight h5, I could just play king h2 there. That wouldn't be a problem. We'll play h3. A very strange position here. It's essentially turned into an anti-Sicilian. Okay, so d5... d5 is happening, but bishop e3, I'm attacking this pawn. Can't play d5 yet. Alright, well now the idea is d5, e5... d4. Things are getting rowdy there. Let's get the bishop out of the way. Play bishop f2. Now if d5, I have e5. Knight h5 looks a little annoying, but I could always play queen d2. Or I could play g3. It looks a little weird, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Alright, here let's play g4. This is a bizarre position. I don't think this is really a proper strategy, though. In general, if you're playing these anti-Sicilians, you need to be going for a6, b5 relatively quickly. I could even play d4 here. d4 looks very strange. I mean, knight b5, queen b7, d4. That looks weird. I don't even think that looks necessarily bad, but I'm just not sure. I want to put the rook on c1 first. This knight is really bad on e8 here. f5. Interesting. I don't really see what f5 does. Okay, well now I think definitely I have to play... Yeah, so how should I do this? If I play knight b5, queen b7, d4, he takes here. This is a little annoying, honestly. Maybe I should have prevented it. This bishop is a little bizarre here, honestly. He's threatening f4. f5 is a good move. f5 is just a move I completely missed. Okay, if we take here, if he takes, well then my knight gets into d5. That has to be good. So takes, g takes. Then we play g5. That looks bizarre. That looks bizarre, but his knight is terrible. Let's go for that. Yeah, I got to do some research on this. I got to do a deep dive on this. You know, I'm so busy with these courses at the moment that I haven't had time to study up on the bird. But I am confident, like, once I get all these courses done, once I get all these courses done, there's going to be a shift of the tides, if you know what I mean. And I'm going to know what to do in these positions. But okay, this actually looks very good for me. This knight is just complete trash. What a garbage piece. We're breaking d4. Yeah, this looks fantastic here. Look at all these weaknesses he has. His only chance here is, I guess he's going to trade and then try to trade queens with queen c5. I have a very good endgame, though. He has lots of weaknesses here. This knight is just complete garbage because of these pawns. And if he ever plays e5, I get the d5 score for my knight. Dude is in some serious trouble here. All right, what are we going to do? If I take here, he could take... I have a lot of different paths to an advantage here, but I think it's best to try to control the dark squares. I should try a3. Can he play e5 there? He could try e5. Yeah, this is tricky. a3, e5 is very tricky. But wait, a3, e5, I play queen f2. He doesn't have actually anything to do. I mean, what I'm really focused on here is just digging into these dark squares to make sure he has no control. Let's play a3. If he plays a5, I get a b5 score for my knight. So yeah, the onus is definitely on him here. If he plays e5, I play queen f2. I just don't want to bring a pawn to... I don't want to voluntarily bring his pawn to c5. Well, now this should be very good. This should be fantastic now. He's a huge weakness on d6. Also a big weakness on b6. I even have ideas of b5, trading, and knight a4 to pick up the apple. This is a very good position, honestly. Here I could definitely check. We could check king e7, knight d5, takes. That's very dangerous. That's extremely dangerous, honestly. That's an extremely bishop h5 king e7. I check, takes. I'm threatening the bishop. Bishop can't go to b7. Oh, bishop could go to b7. I was thinking bishop can't go to b7 because of rook c7, but no, his knight is covering that. I don't have it just yet. But wait, bishop h5 king e7. What are we gonna do here? b5 takes, bishop b7. There should be some win here already. I mean, even bishop h5 and takes on e8 would be interesting, but there's no reason to trade off the trash knight. I get mad at my students all the time for trading off the trash knight. We shouldn't be trading off the trash knight here. What is the plan going to be here? Bishop h5, king e7, knight d5. I feel like that has to be the solution, but bishop b7, I don't see anything. I don't see anything there. All right, wait, can we play b5? Takes. Bishop d7, we'll then check, and then we play knight d5, and that looks good. Well, no, even then he takes. That's not a knockout punch. Actually, oh, this is so tricky. Wait, I mean, what is he actually going to do in this exact position here? If I just play a4, he plays king e7, I play b5, takes, and I play knight a4 to regain this pawn. Is that really so bad? Oh, I gotta stop drinking so much coffee. I'm way too amped up here. b5 takes, bishop d7, knight a4, hitting b6. Then he plays rook b8. I don't really see what I have there. Maybe, wait, should I just play h4? Yeah, let's play h4 actually, because these are gonna be very mobile pawns here. This is a very serious advantage. Okay, if I play h5, if he plays e5, yeah, let's put the rook on d1 first. So e5, he still can't play e5 to free himself. If he plays knight g7, then I play h5. They're having a party outside. Knight g7, we play h5, everything's good. All right, let's get the old king out of the way. Very strong pressure here. Very hard for him to deal with this position. Another idea actually would just be to trade off the bishops and start attacking this e-pawn from e6. Well, now b5 makes sense, right? Because his bishop has to move back, and then knight a4 is going to be strong. Like b5 takes, bishop b7, well, then I play knight a4, and I'm definitely winning the b-pawn. But b5 takes, he has to play bishop a8. And then if knight a4, he has rook b7. That position looks disastrous for him, but I don't see an immediate knockout there. If I play bishop f3, he plays d5. Wild stuff at the moment. I feel like I should just keep encroaching. Yeah, I'm not really sure. What is he going to do? If it were his move in this position, what would he even play here? I'll play a4. If he plays knight c7, well, then he gets in the way of his rook. This is extremely uncomfortable for him. He could still try e5 if he wants, but then takes, rook takes d7, knight d5. No, he's just losing there. All right, now let's push this. Yeah, he's getting into a lot of trouble here. Once my pawn gets to h6, that's going to be a huge long-term asset. Look at that. As long as I have pawns here, if we ever trade off rooks, g6, h7, and I'm making a queen. It's time to go. All right, I'll push h6. I'm happy with this position. Knight e8. Now I feel like b5 is the best move. Yeah, let's take this way because I don't want to allow him to build concrete with d5. Dude is in a lot of trouble here. Bishop, well, now knight a4. It's over. This was always the plan. Well, what is he doing? He had to put his bishop on a8. I really like this game. This is a good game. This is one for the record books. If he plays e5, I trade on d7 and play g6, and I'm making a queen. It's time to go. We got to get things moving. Knight takes b6. I'm completely locked in here. Someone's doing their laundry outside. That's the washing machine. Yeah, this is already resignable. This is a really bad position for him. So right here, this is probably his best piece. It would make sense to trade it now. I don't really see what else he would do. Bishop h5 is also interesting. Bishop h5, if he plays rook b8, I can take on e8. Yeah, that's another disaster. Yeah, no, that actually makes more sense. d6 is still the big weakness here. Let's play bishop h5. Bishop on e4 looks good and all, but it's not really doing anything. Dude is, yeah, bishop takes e8. I don't even see, what is he going to do? If I take there, he has to take with the king or the rook. In either case, I win the pawn. D5, I guess that's his only option. But here, let's start by taking. I'm going to take and win. Yeah, this is just over. He's completely lost here. Bro's definitely in the cutter's chest here. All right, takes. I take. If rook d7, I have knight f6. All right. I guess that's his only trick. I could play king g3, rook g2, king h3. Yeah, he doesn't have anything there. Like, there's just no way when I have these two pawns against his one that he'll ever have a draw here. This is just way too powerful. I've gotten too powerful. I cannot wait to leave this place. I'm literally in a 10-foot room here. This is definitely testing the bounds of my mental strength living in a room like this. You know, originally I was supposed to live here for 3 months. I hadn't processed the size of it. And luckily, before I came, I changed the reservation to just a month. And yeah, I don't think I would be able to stay sane if I was stuck in this place for like 3 months. I literally have like 1 cubic foot of space to move around. Apparently people manage to do it in these Hong Kong apartments, but I don't see how. It's literally like borderline unlivable. You know, I've grown accustomed to those enormous 2,000 square foot South American apartments. I can't do it any longer. Okay, well here, yeah, this has to be over. Just gonna start checking. Okay, rook d5. I can always block on d3 if I need to. Man has no tricks left. And I can always run into this cubby if I need to. Yeah, this is resignable. It's legitimately time to go.
Time to go!
All right. Just push f5. He's going to run out of checks. Okay. All right, man, come on. It's time to go.
Time to go!
King f6 is a better move. Look at that. My pawn covers this. All right. Okay. That's it. That's the game.